Look at this headline. This is from the Washington Post. Republicans will never get another border security deal this good. And then there's the Wall Street Journal. A border security bill worth passing. The Senate bill has reforms Trump never came close to getting. Senator Roger Marshall, Republican from Kansas, joins me now. Mr. Senator, why do you say no to the border deal?
Well, look, Stu, this bill does not secure the border. All along, Americans need to realize that Joe Biden's priority was funding Ukraine in this bill. This bill gives Joe Biden and Ukraine $60 billion, only $20 billion to secure the border. And really, this does not accomplish much. It does not accomplish securing the border. It does very minimal to impact parole or asylum. And those two particular areas are probably some 80% of the people that have crossed the border illegally these past 3 years. It didn't go far enough on asylum or parole. Joe Biden was never serious about this bill. This was a charade.
If this bill goes down to defeat, then the president is very likely to say, see, those Republicans, they're the ones who are standing in the way to true immigration reform and control of the border. My question is, do you think the public will buy that from the president?
Well, that's exactly my point, Stu, is that Americans are smarter than that. Come November, they will make the final decision on this, and they're going to vote Joe Biden out of office exactly on this issue. I've been saying for 6 months that this open border is the #1 issue of this presidential election. Joe Biden could shut the border down yesterday if he wanted to. He has the legal authority, but again, he doesn't really care about border security. His priority is funding Ukraine. We need a new president who's going to secure the border.
And Mr. Senator, the heads of big pharma companies are going to testify on Capitol Hill Thursday. Now, you're a doctor. You oppose government drug price controls, I know that. But are you okay with the government negotiating with big pharma to lower prices?
Well, look, Senator Sanders has called this big hearing, and he and I both agree that prescription drug prices are too high, but he's going after the wrong entity. We need to think about the innovative cures that Big Pharma has given us and the cost savings they've given as well. Not only do they keep people healthy, they keep people out of the hospital. Think about a hepatitis drug that now treats hepatitis. 12 pills you take over 12 weeks. Maybe it's $3,000 or $4,000. It's saving $1 million liver transplant on the back end of this. The real problem are pharmacy benefit managers, which grab about 50 to 75 cents of each dollar. And that's why we're working together. Again, compliment Senator Sanders, Senator Cassidy on leading the way to go after pharmacy benefit managers. They're the real culprit that's manipulating the problem.
Why are drugs created and manufactured by American companies cheaper overseas and more expensive here?
Right. So I think that's a great question. I think it's a valid point. But many of the drugs that would go overseas are never actually given to the public. Only a fraction of the drugs that we have, these miracle drugs that maybe treat cancer, the new drug that's going to treat Alzheimer's is out there as well. They'll never even make it to market there. And then what happens are these foreign nations say, look, if you don't give us a special deal on this, we're just going to steal your intellectual property and make generics. And by the way, the 7th bill that Joe Biden signed was legislation we wrote that promoted biosimilars and generics getting to market sooner, and that's why we're seeing drug prices start to fall when it comes to treating diabetes as well. Look, I'm going to promote competition. Bernie Sanders wants this this Medicare for all that's going to drive down innovation and make people stand in line for treatments.
Got it. Senator Marshall, thanks for joining us this morning. See you again real soon. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.